Skywatch Media News for July the 15th, 2020. What some are calling a strange phenomena in the night sky took place on July the 11th above the city of Villahermosa in the state of Tabasco near the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico. Social media was flooded with ominous images of a deep red sky and a series of 4 mysterious lights appearing at opposite points. The unusual elongated lights, glowing as if they were sparks of fire, were identified according to local officials as red sprites, which are large-scale electrical discharges that can occur at high altitudes well above thunderstorm clouds. Regardless of their explanation, residents of Villahermosa were not so easily swayed. As with most all phenomena, both earthly and celestial, they are prioritized as either an optical illusion in nature or something that occurs on occasion in the natural world. But the event that took place over Villahermosa with the red sky as a backdrop is one that cannot be easily explained. There seems to be something a bit perplexing about what is being described as red sprites and what local residents claim to have actually seen from the sky on the evening of July the 11th. Although red sprites are in fact a high-altitude phenomena occurring most often at altitudes of between 30 and 56 miles, they normally have a very short lifespan, lasting no more than 300 milliseconds, or about 3 seconds duration. The video capture from the evening of the event paints a very different picture of what these strange lights may actually be. The explanation from officials just doesn't seem to add up. Here is the reason why the given explanation seems contrived. As shown in the video, the strange lights were visible in the sky for at least 33 seconds, which is much longer than the normal duration for this type of atmospheric phenomenon. Therefore, the duration of this event would absolutely contradict any scientific consensus known to exist. But that's not all here. The video shows that these strange lights appear to be hovering above the cloud line just a few hundred meters over the city, rather than the 30 to 56 mile observational model that was established by atmospheric scientists. So does the explanation of red sprites seem plausible in this regard? It's very doubtful. The so-called red sprite event was captured by residents of Villahermosa, who noticed something strange in the sky and came out to photograph and video capture the moment in real time. So this event was captured with individual cell phones rather than professionally photographed using time-lapse cameras, which means that this was a prolonged event. Otherwise, skywatchers would lack the sufficient time to photograph a spontaneous glimpse of a transient-type event that scientists claim lasts no more than 3 seconds under normal conditions. Something doesn't seem to add up with the purported explanation. There is one more thing that makes the official explanation of this event so controversial. As I explained, red sprites are large-scale electrical discharges that occur at high altitude distance, well above thunderstorm clouds, so high in fact that they have been observed above the stratosphere by astronauts aboard the International Space Station. The glowing lights over Villahermosa may have been triggered by something else. One witness claimed while observing the event that the lights were seen moving up and down, disappearing and then reappearing. Sprites are not known to do that. So it's quite possible that these lights are representative of something unusual and still unexplained. If a phenomenon such as the one that occurred over Villahermosa, Mexico, were just a rare oddity, we wouldn't give it too much consideration. But when unusual events become more frequent, then we begin to direct more attention to the event and what may be causing it. As it turns out, a similar event happened in the UK on the evening of July 6th, when the familiar lights suddenly appeared in the sky over Leicester, which has become a hub for unusual sky anomalies. Local residents spotted multiple lines in the sky that turned from bright white to red. The lights looked to be visible from below the cloud line. A spokesperson for the UK Meteor Observation Network indicated that they looked like transient sprites. But as was explained in eyewitness accounts of the sighting, the lights were present for nearly 5 minutes without fading from view. So what we have here is another contradiction to the 3-second duration defined in scientific journals. If both of these events are actually reminiscent of red sprites, how can they explain their longer than usual appearance? It seems there is no explanation, and so this mystery continues. The observations of large meteor and fireball events are becoming so prominent in recent years that their numbers can no longer be ignored by the media. For every year since 2011, the number of sightings has only gotten bigger, and 2020 is on track to surpass the number from the previous year. On July the 13th, a late afternoon fireball was seen roaring across New South Wales in Australia. An image taken from the Central Coast displays a ball of green light burning for several seconds before disintegrating in the atmosphere. The 5:30 p.m. meteor event in the sky over Sydney was extremely intense for a daylight event, suggesting a much larger space rock entry. This sighting comes on the heels of a mysterious green fireball that traveled across Western Australia in mid-June. And then there was this exceptionally bright fireball over southwest and central Florida on July the 14th. The object that was captured on video was remarkably vivid. The American Meteor Society has ruled out the possibility of the meteor event originating from the upcoming Perseid meteor showers or Comet Neowise. The Air Force has indicated that there was no record of space debris entering Earth's atmosphere during this event. Residents across South Florida described the object as massive with a long trail, the meteor event lasting for some 7.5 seconds. This is the first flurry of sightings from Florida that has been reported to the American Meteor Society in the past several weeks. Throughout time, the human soul has had a passionate preoccupation with the sky and its creator. For as far as the eye can see, we are drawn back to where we came from and to where we will one day return. Thanks for watching.